Episode 28. A number that always reminds me of the Camaro Z28. That's a kind my dad had back in the 80s. I think his was an 83. I had a Camaro once upon a time. It was an 89 Rally Sport with a V6. Not the best iteration of the Camaro. Oh, what's on the agendoid for todayoid? I got an AK-104 fixed up finally. So one thing on the agendoid is to amass a good quantity of 7.62 by 39 plain Jane FMJ. I'm not going to beat myself up too much for forgetting about that turn into 4 walkie-talkies thing that I failed to ask that one guy at 100 Rats. But I didn't fail to ask him, I failed to confirm that I would do it, even though I knew I had at least that many stashed. And this time I'm remembering to sell this. And that. You have all the types of upgrade kits that I might need. Foobar. That name sounds familiar. I know I've encountered at least one Foobar before. And I think he was also a monolithian. This is tempting. Oh. Will he still... Well, would he still... If I took on this mission, would that jerkweed still be there by the time I got there? Was that 9 duty patches? Duty on my bros, yo. You guys, more like cousins, I guess. Sell all the old ammo. I don't feel like breaking it down. This thing has a 3rd tier upgrade that speeds up its fire rate, but since it's bolt action, it's more like it improves your character's dexterity, and you're able to cycle the action super fast. Quickly go fast. I wonder who the mercs got their hands on. This is actually the 2nd best version of the M4A1. The ultimate best one is the custom. That's the one I really want. Oh, should I splurge? Yeah. And I'm still over 42,000. Almost in the top 100. I think Master starts around 60, 70. There's that name again. Chingashkuk. The name of a Native American tracker. Now, it's not your rank on the leaderboard that determines that. It's your personal score. And once again, not everyone in the top 10 on the leaderboard is an enemy. I do need to boost my reputation with the mercs, maybe with the military. So I think I will take that Le Mans mission and then see if I can pick up another Le Mans mission. Let's see if he's offering. Yeah, it's a different monolithian, but it's Le Mans again. Petya Brave. Well, let's put his name to the test. I'll do it. Now let's hope he's still there by the time I get there. I definitely don't have enough ammo to be adventuring in Le Mans right now. I leave this here and this here. Donate this. Oh. Take the parts and things. Leave that there. I can leave some of these. Am I ever going to fix up a Desert Eagle? Don't know for sure. Maybe, we'll see. Not interested in single stack pistols that hold 7 rounds. A 6-shot revolver that I can tolerate if it's chambered 4. A Magnum caliber, 357 or otherwise. Donate that. Sell you these. Another reason why I like this caliber. No, wait, not this caliber. This caliber. No, wait, not this caliber. This caliber. Doggone it. These colors are too similar. This is the one I mean. Might as well buy some of that, and I'm still over 40,000. Since I did fast travel a lot in the previous episode, I might or might not use it in this episode. Because when I do that, I tend to want to go around to a lot of places and do a lot of things, and I end up the episode ends up being more than 3 hours long prior to editing. Oh, I know what this means. What kind of storm? Mauser. Mission. Emission. Omission of myself from danger. Relatively speaking.
Славно было бы сейчас ништяка какого-то толкового заточить.
Might as well watch it happening. Out one of the north windows. Finished off my OG V8. Now I've got some Mountain Doom. D-E-W-M Doom.
Что скажешь, брат?
Demented Doom a go-go. Did I just see a bird fall? Yes. I doom diddly did. Is that going to be another hey look, there it is again situation? It looks like the concrete was crawling. Never noticed that before. That's probably just a graphical quirk, but it fits. It works. Let's lick it and find out what it tastes like. And then we transform into a flesh pig. I wish. Well, hey there, welcome. I could totally cosplay as Scooter Hodunk. Got the face, but not the body. Barkeep dresses kind of a lot like me. Like almost exactly the way I dress in the colder seasons, like in the fall. And he has basically the same body type. So maybe I could cosplay as an older Scooter Hodunk. And instead of that Hodunk hat, I have a trucker hat with the Jacobs logo on it. And the left side of it reads OBS. Now, I need to check some of the stashes around these parts because I'm pretty sure I stashed something somewhere. Something got eviscerated by probably a whirligig. It was always fun to drive into whirligigs in Anomaly. I know what I should do this weekend. This weekend. It is the weekend at the time I'm recording this. What I should do this episode. I should visit Yantar and see about buying some higher tier gear. Don't feel like wasting ammo on you. I could use my axe, but that's kind of tedious. It takes multiple chops to the head. Multiple strikes to the head with an axe. Like, what's the point? It takes multiple strikes with a knife, so why does it need to take multiple strikes to a zombie's head with an axe to put the zombie on the ground? It's like there's no satisfaction. Do you not understand the concept of satisfaction? Your quest for satisfaction is denied. Kudos if you get that reference. And this is the stuff I was talking about. Of course, there's a bit much. I'm going to have to do the Transporter. That's a good movie. The Transporter thing where I take things out of one stash and put them in another. I see you. See that? The position of my muzzle changed while I dipped into the stash, but the second time it didn't. Once again, Anomaly's helping me out. Anomalies are helping me out. So far, that's happened more on this character than on any previous character. And I'm not going to bother chopping the body. Since I started the day after 10 o'clock, I might just end up doing another fast travel around and get a bunch of stuff done, and however long the episode goes for, well, that's however long it goes for. Once again, changing the position of your muzzle without my say-so. Quit doing that. I'm not a control freak. This is I'm being reasonable here. This is a legit concern. Okay, maybe I am a little bit of a control freak. I'm willing to admit that. But are you willing to admit that my concerns are legit? And that time, the position of the muzzle did not change after I got out of the stash. I need to put this back over there. I am allowed to put weapons in my slots that are not Recon Scout weapons. I'm just not allowed to actually use them, not allowed to fire them. I am allowed to demonstrate their reload animations, whether they deserve praise or critique, and I'll try to keep my criticisms constructive, though I have very little patience for what I call Hollywoodisms. Patience is the wrong word. Tolerance is what I really mean. I have low tolerance for Hollywoodisms. There's that, what appears to be a black glob. A line of black globules. It was in the upper right side of my screen just a couple of seconds ago. There. Now I have weapons in the three most desirable rifle calibers for a Recon Scout. So whenever I defend the barrier, I can put any two of these, and it'll most likely be this and this in slots 2 and 3. I'll probably put this in slot 2 and this in slot 3 just because of their size and weight. For whatever reason, that seems like it feels right when I receive my reward from Lukash. Oh, I could start stashing 40 mils here. I can leave these RGD-5 grenades here. I forget what all kinds of meat Skin Flint asks for. I think he asks for... There are several different kinds. So I'll just start stockpiling these, I guess. I have all this 45 ACP ammo. I should consider fixing up a UMP 45. Maybe more than one, and start stashing those in various locales. .220. That's appropriate, seeing as how I actually do own a Sig Sauer P220. An old one, back when they were still made in Germany. Sig is Swiss, Sauer is German. It's a Swiss design, but made in Germany, and it's an American pattern. Or that just means the mag release is on the left side of the frame. Personally, being a Westpaw shootist, I like the heel release because it's ambidextrous. The real purpose of the heel release is to discourage the ditching of mags. Ditching mags and wasting resources is generally regarded as an American phenomenon, because everyone else in the world respects their resources. I wish we did, but we're not known for it. If you have to do an emergency reload, if you have to, I should emphasize that, if you have to do an emergency reload, that's one thing, but I'm always harping on this. You're expected to scrounge up your mags after the battle. Otherwise, you're going to get chewed out by your CO, and the quartermaster is going to resent you for wasting resources. I was never in the military, so how is it that I know this? Or rather, I should say, why is it that I care so much about this? Well, because it matters. I'm tired of my country having this reputation for wasting resources. That's not a good reputation to have. Let's see if I can. It's not a leg, that's a foot. That's something else that irks me. This is a hand, and that's correct. It's not an arm. Snork feet are also called snork legs. A hand is a hand, it's not an arm. A foot is a foot, it's not a leg. A hand is attached to an arm, a foot is attached to a leg. I don't have anything beyond high school education in biology. Another thing I might do for this episode, since I'm mixing it up per episode now, the way I organize things, the way I do things, is I might since this started around a little bit after 10 o'clock, I think. I'll do whatever I'm doing until 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Слушаю тебя.
You're well equipped. I think all of you are, especially for monster hunting. Gonna hunt bloodsuckers in the desolated village. Really? Impeccable timing as per typical. Spoils are yours. And the bleeding went away on its own, which means I was only nicked. I don't yet have the... Wait, I do. Yeah, and it does work, as we see. That's right. On the battle suit, that's a first tier upgrade. And I'm intending to sell this to Skinflint.
Ну, привет.
And I forgot, and I don't feel like back and forthing it, and then back and forthing it again. I already have some more back and forthing to do with the transport of things. But you know what? When I get sick of it, I say screw it, and if I have something I was meaning to sell to a particular someone, sometimes I'll just go and sell it to someone else, even if they offer a bit less. This gun looks so cool. Nice little neat shorty package with a great big pro pipe on it. And the diminutive size of the rifle sort of exaggerates the burliness of the grenade launcher. So I have my 7.62x39 rifle accounted for, and my 5.45 rifle accounted for. I stashed an HK416 somewhere. I don't remember where off the top of my head. Do the mercs call themselves the Syndicate, or is the Syndicate the outfit that they work for? See what I did there? I referred to the Syndicate as an outfit. If you're a movie buff, you'll get that reference. Payback. The one with Mel Gibson, late 90s. Which is a remake of something. I don't remember what. Something I've never seen before. Something I need to see. Oh, the slug. Always the slug. Ugh. Do I spend my money on ammo, or do I spend it on at least one high-tier, high-tech, stamina-boosting gadget?
Привет, брат.
It's a PPS H41, and you've got an SVT40. Couple of history buffs, eh? History enthusiasts. And even if I'd had to use up a bandage, now I would have been replenished. I have a decent amount anyway. Break that down. I need to donate these. I can concern myself with that sometime later. Prioritize ammo and upgrade kits. And then this, I know it's the stats would have you assume it's entirely lesser to the LR300. Of course, this is an upgraded LR300, and this is a busted and not upgraded ST552, but it's just so cool. I might have to build one up. Fix it up. We'll see. How much do these slabs of Chimera steak weigh each? Not much. Great. Just great. That improves my mood a lot. That's sarcasm, by the way. Oh, yeah, yeah. See? So tedious. Oh! Every episode, the slog. Always the slog. Never ends. The tedium. What happened here? Pseudo-giant, maybe? Get in here. Now what if I had moseyed on into Rostock and this hit while I was dragging my feet in the general direction toward something resembling shelter? I wouldn't have time to get there, nor would I have time to turn around and drag myself over to this cottage. And it would be a situation worse than what happened way back in whatever episode that was, where I had to take shelter in the fire tunnel in the wild territory from a storm. Couldn't just stand there and wait. I had to keep moving back and forth, dodging that fireball. I'll never forget that. Wasn't that? It's not that it was hard; it's that it was tedious. Another one. Is that going to be a hey look, there it is again situation? Like the one at the train garage / hangar / depot in garbage. Part of me wants to detonate that barrel for safety's sake, but I'm not going to do it if there are any friendlies or neutrals in the vicinity. In this proximity, all right. Duty, maybe? Not my fight. You've got a grenade launcher. There's another dead bird. Or void. Could be military. Hard to tell the difference between freedom and military at a distance. Owl. Rustic owl. What if it was rustic owl? Well, once again, I have to change my plan. Always with the changing my plans. Why I have a hard time remembering things, because you can't just let it happen. You have to interrupt me and screw everything up. It's not how you get shit done.
Ты рассказать чего хочешь, что ли?
Robust, eh? Well, if you were so robust, how'd you get zombified? It's the meme. Blow out soon, fellow stalker. Oh, really? When? Now.
У людей столько добра набирается.
Let's see if I can offload. By that I mean donate some stuff. Start cleaning out. The stash over here. Forget that. I'll do that some other time. I don't. Oh, well, hey. Right as I said the thing, and then you show up. So, you want any of these? You don't need them, but...
Не приставай с разговорами, добром прошу.
Of course. One guy I can't talk to and one who's not interested in selling, even though all I want to do is donate the damn things to get them out my face, to clean out my stash. But you can't do me that much of a favor, can you? It seems like a tiny, minuscule favor. You can't even do me that much. Still haven't fixed up a Pernash. 80 out of 80.3. That should be good enough. That's a cool looking armor. And here's someone I could have donated those sawed-offs to. Once again, it's like you have to be psychic. Is that Kitsenko? It is. A custom sawed-off. He always dies eventually. Like a Michael Biehn character. The nostalgia critic refers to Michael Biehn as the only man to die in cinema more than Sean Bean. And yes, their last names do sound the same. Not just similar, the same. But whereas the name B-E-A-N I think is English, don't quote me on that, I might be totally off. B-I-E-H-N is German. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll eat this and drink this. And I think that's everything I need to do in here for now, apart from the snork mask for travel. I remembered that. I can sell that. Maybe I'll give this reliability upgrade.
Да ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Oh, this is going to be a haul.
Yes.
Didn't lose any goodwill with the mercs. $161. Not bad, not bad. Sell this one, but not that one.
Какие новости, сталкер?
This is the most durable AK-74. It's more durable than this one. I think its stats are better too. Yeah. I forget how much of a weight difference there is once they're both fully upgraded with the same upgrade paths. Negligible price difference. I'd rather buy one of these if I was going to buy an AK. It's the best version of all of these, and it costs the least. It's the second best AK in 7.62 by 39. The best being the AK-103 with this green camo pattern. Two-tone green camo pattern. Tempted to buy a whole bunch of this. One mag's worth of 5.56 FMJ, and I'm still over 50,000. Stash this.
I should have asked Colonel Petrenko if he wanted a monster part.
Здорово.
I know I have a dog liver, but I'm not sure if I have it on here. First I'll sell this.
Ну сейчас найдешь, давай.
Да правильно, чё? Ну, привет.
Здорово. Подходи, сталкер. Это те, как ты у меня всегда.
I like to keep two of my own factions patches on me. In my imagination, I'm wearing them on the shoulders of my armor, no matter which faction built the armor. Leave these here. Stick with plain old FMJ.
Как жизнь?
Fresh out of those. I had something to do in the truck cemetery. I might as well do that. My auxiliary hard save. Oh, great. Yep. Just like I predicted. I didn't predict exactly the spot this jerkweed would wander off to. But I did predict that he would wander off. Ugh. So maybe I will be fast traveling after all. Just not too much. Whoa. Evil Dead trees. Make a hard save in the truck cemetery in case something interesting happens. While I'm here, I should hunt big game with my grenade launcher, as I want to do. And hopefully, I won't have to deal with any bitchy little piss hands getting in my way and distracting me, as they are wont to do. Want and want. Really? Ugh. This place is so detailed. Reminds me of Wall-E and the Brave Little Toaster. And so does the original Borderlands. Had there been no Brave Little Toaster, there probably would have been no Toy Story and no Wall-E. A lot of the people who worked on the Brave Little Toaster, which is based on a book, by the way, went on to become some of the first members of Pixar. See where some yahoo went and hid this stash. Good place for it. Right there. And basic tools. All right. Thank you, game. Thank you a lot. Those will be for Cardan, I do believe, or Cardan. I wonder if anyone ever calls him Dan. Who says ecologists are pacifists? hard time seeing. Let's see if my heal me suit will heal me. Caveman, that's appropriate. Even if he is wearing a Cedar suit. And the bleeding stopped. I took at least 2 hits. Now stash those knickknacks. Now let's hunt. Iron sights, not only to be more sporting, but because they're better for battling fast, nimble, agile beast creatures of demented doom. You try to take those on with a scope, you're doing yourself a disservice. Contrary to what some will tell you, shooting from the hip sucks. It's not how you do it. I just saw something. Chimera, lurker, maybe a boar. Hoping for Chimera. Might have been an optical illusion resulting from raindrops on my lenses. The goggle lenses of my exo helm. I hear a lurker mooing, so I bet that's what it was. There's a zombie. Lurkers often hunt in pairs, I do believe. Will I get the well-dressed achievement? Not just yet. Now, is a chimera going to kill me to death while I'm distracted with you? Well, that only took 2. I can live with that. This is a cool looking vehicle. You don't see that sort of thing every day. What's this apparatus right here? I should also try to remember to check that one green marked stash that I forgot about the last time I was here. As predicted. $20 rounds left, but at least I'm not wasting EP rounds on mutants. Sometimes the tougher types of mutants, or the more powerful, the ones with X-Men powers, will hang out around here. Usually that'll be a Chimera, Bearer, or Controller. Whereas pseudo-giants seem to like to hang out over that way. Did I take whatever was up here? Cleared out the red barrels already, for safety's sake. I think I hear the mooing of yet another lurker. And I must have, if there was something, it would have been right there or right there. If I recall. And if I don't, oh well. If I'm not recalling correctly, I mean, oh, part of me kind of wishes this sight adapter was a separate accessory. Not accessory, accessory. Also, it's not Arctic, it's Arctic. And if this adapter was a separate accessory, it would fit on any gun that has a dovetail mount on the left side of its receiver. Could just as soon have a mirrored receiver. Seriously. This shows up out of nowhere. Go ahead. Chow down. See? This is why I refuse to do Iron Man. What's the matter? Too heavy for you? Explain to me how that's fucking fair. How a beast creature can just appear behind you out of nowhere and kill you almost instantly, no matter what kind of armor you're wearing. And it's a pissant doom dog, as per typical. It's more tolerable when a Chimera does that because it's a Chimera. Zealot's maze. No shame in being a zealot if it's for the right reasons. By the way, there's a passage in the Bible that's mistranslated. The Lord never referred to himself as being a jealous God. The correct word is zealous. Some people reject Christianity for that reason, because of a clerical error. Someone got the translation from Hebrew wrong. The letter J didn't even exist in any earthly alphabet in the first century. And the final book of the Bible, the book of Revelation, the 66th book, was completed sometime prior to the year 100 of the Common Era. I think scholars typically narrow it down to sometime between the years 81 and 96. Don't quote me on that. I need to re-research that. To that point, some people assume, foolishly I might add, that the U.S. of A isn't mentioned in the Bible. Just because it's not referred to by the name that modern people are familiar with. Glenn Beck is one of those. I might have at least briefly talked about this in some previous episode. I don't rightly recall.
Spokojno.
You have a Nico. My nickname for the Nikonov. And an AKMS. That's for an exoskeleton.
Иди своей дорогой, Сталкер.
You looking to upgrade to an exoskeleton? He has one of the best 5.45 rifles and one of the best 7.62 by 39 rifles. I should have practiced jumping through that window. Oh, a snork. Play along with the snorks. The general probably isn't offering any patch missions.
Какие новости, Сталкер?
One of these days I'll have to give that night terror mission quest thing a whirl. For you and for Clear Sky. But for now, I have other things to do.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
See if I lose goodwill with the mercs. I didn't. Good. You want like a brain or something? A chimera claw. I think I have one of those right now. I think I have a spare. and 2 different brains. 2 Bureau brains and 1 controller brain. What do you think a pseudo-giant's brain looks like? What if you could take the brains out of a chimera's 2 heads and pickle them and eat them and then transform into
Ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
a humanoid flesh pig? Well, why not a humanoid chimera? Well, technically speaking, a human flesh pig hybrid, and again didn't lose any goodwill, would be a chimera, aka amalgamate, aka Cronenberg. Yes, a Cronenberg. Might as well. Wouldn't let me do it the one way, but I could do it the other. What do I need and what don't I need? I should start reorganizing this. So that's what I will do. DO0M.
Only weapons of green condition will go in here. Weapons that are ready for action. Not really interested in pistols chambered for 7.62 Tokamak. But I'm still thinking that I just might, restore a PPSH 41. Yep. Everything organized. I might just donate this. Even though I do like the aesthetics of it. It was a really good pistol in Oblivion Lost 2010. .8, that's close enough. I want to build up, restore. I know I keep saying this. A couple of different Beretta 92s and turn them into machine pistols just because it's cool. Even though 15 rounds is a skimpy mag capacity by machine pistol standards. 79.6.
Как жизнь?
And I'll donate guns that I don't need the parts of. Brown plastic grip, that's not wood. And apparently the one with the black plastic grip is at least a bit better. Its stats were being compared to this.
Oh. Start. separating the old ammo. Just take all 10 rounds at once, please. Don't take 3 and then 7 or whatever. If they're only 10 rounds, just take all 10 rounds. Do I even have to explain this? Again, 4 double clicks to take, how much was that? 19 rounds. Why? I require an explanation. You just do what you're doing right now with the right click and the drop down menu and the move all. Yeah, but I should also be able to just double click twice and take 19 rounds. Quit trying to justify the unjustifiable. Again, I took one cartridge, see? One cartridge. And 5, and now 6. Why? What's the point? And there I took 8, so that it can't even screw up consistently. And I'm at 100. Exactly. I've got to be close to earning the well-dressed achievement. Battery power must be something like 12%. 37! Does it usually go that dim at 37%? I've never noticed that before. Seems a bit extreme if you ask me. Here's why that move all thing irritates me. It's because you don't always have to... You're not supposed to always have to click that. It depends on how many cartridges there are. The fact that it's having to look at this number and then that number and then have to think about, well, do I double click the left trackball key or do I use the right trackball key to bring down the whatever, and after a while it starts to hurt my brain because I don't operate on that wavelength.
I'll keep the old 5.56 ammo and maybe make use of it since this thing's tough enough to take it. Thanks to its
Привет!
reliability upgrades, I'll sell you this. Looking good. And you're not selling any of the orange boxes, are you? No. Or the exo-Skelly kits, which I know I don't need, but what if I did? Still, this kind and this kind, the two kinds that I need currently.
Bye!
Well, I kind of do need orange ones too. This is in just over 50%. I said, hold on. Before I get too distracted with all that stuff over there.
Dresses like me and has a fairly similar body type. Could also say that I dress kind of like Sid, but I never fasten the top button of a button front shirt. I often do wear a button front shirt with a vest, weather permitting, which it currently does not. Way too hot right now here in the Midwest. Crystal. I forget whether or not I had a crystal. Dogtail. That I'm pretty sure I do have. Let's see if... Nope. I'm not going to betray friends or neutrals just for a huge wad of cash and bragging rights. I will earn my way to the top of the leaderboard with or without having done the Topper's mission quest today. You know what? Here's what I'll do, and this will not count as creating yet another alternate timeline. This is why I like to maintain some, at least one auxiliary hard save. Double A will be the one that I come back to if this turns out to be wrong. I didn't take a mental note of whether or not I had a crystal stashed at the Antar bunker. I didn't need to make 2 hard saves. I could just rely on the double A hard save and then the quick save, but this habit of mine is the result of Oblivion Lost 2010 betraying me way too many times.
Crystal. No. So I will reload double A.
I reiterate that this doesn't count as creating an alternate timeline. Is he still asking for a crystal? I had a jellyfish in a pit. Right? Yeah, I'm done. I don't feel like doing that.
Подходи, сталкер. Для таких, как ты, у меня всегда есть кое-что интересное.
Still 100. I'm right there in the top 100 on the leaderboard. And I haven't yet been in the zone for an entire month. Now, oh, what was I going to get up to? The MP7's durability is not up to snuff by my standards, even with all of its reliability upgrades. So I'm not really interested in it. I'm surprised I got any parts at all out of that. That was at, what was it, 6%? I'll have to buy some new sharpening stones after this, but that's not a big deal. That's got 2 uses left, but it looks like 2.5. That messes with my head. Oh. I was looking at the wrong percentage. PDA. And I went right to night vision. Don't know why, but well, I don't know why I did that. Oh. I'll break down 5 of those. Or you get a 9mm barrel from a 45 caliber submachine gun. Use up the last of the sharpening stone, and I'll go buy a new one. Everything combined, I think so.
Хаюшки!
If I ever feel like collecting more of this, I should be able to do so without too much trouble. Up over 62,000.
Бывай!
Now, if I recall, I still had some more stuff to get at the garbage checkpoint. Might as well use fast travel. Another funny name. Let's see how much of a time penalty there is. We'll start with 2144 right there. Yes, I did have quite a bit. Half past midnight. Don't plan on doing any night ops. I'll sleep here. That should be plenty of vodka. To get me a decent amount of 545 the next time I go to Yantar. Could maybe buy some more 545 while I'm here. Didn't think to grab all that old ammo and bring it here and sell it. Until after the fact. Zero. Duty versus bandits. You'd be better off wielding this for the situation at hand. All of this for less than 10,000 rubes. So, yes. And I'm about to rebuild my supply of 545 FMJ. That's not it.
Какие новости, сталкер?
Now, take all and work my way backwards. Again, can't trust my character to leave the muzzle facing in the direction that I want, which is down and to the side. Can't seem to figure that out. I mean, the game can't seem to figure that out. Oh, someone else with an MP7. Don't need it. Can't even use this. All rifles that require an underbarrel grenade launcher mount to be installed, it's always a first tier upgrade. So why does that even exist? No idea. That's right. Our 2 parts Barkeep was asking for. 2 mutant parts. Dog liver and then dog tail. And I did. Take either of those missions. And there we go. 86. Let's test something out here. Yeah, there it is. Six kilograms over. That's appropriate. Fast travel back to here. What does stick wear and what to sell? Those face cloths I think I'll put in here with my fixie-majigs. I need to start carrying some of these around with me to boost the effectiveness of my fixie-majigs for my armor. Let me clean my track ball for a moment. anything to stash. No.
Да ты рассказывай, с чем пришел. Эх, без музыки и радости нет.
Yeah, I think I could sell these suppressors, some of these suppressors.
Мастер, ну?
Need to buy some more meals and snacks. Maybe some more water.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
Controller hand.
Ну, здорово.
Stash that.
Как жизнь?
Did I lose any goodwill? With the mercs, no. Good. Not no good, no. And then, good. Sell all of that. Improved body cooler 22770. 22770. Try to remember that number and then compare it to Professor Sakharov's price for the same gadget. See if the general is interested in patches. I only have 6 of the freedom kind, if I recall. Yeah. So I'm hoping he's interested in monolith or bandit ones.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
Excellent. Didn't lose any goodwill with the mercs. Now I need to buy food and drink. Just under 75,000. Oh yeah, sharpening stone. First that.
А, привет.
Maybe two.
Бай.
70,100. Almost like it was meant to be.
Тебе сюда нельзя. Как делишки?
I'm heading to Yantar, so that'll be perfect. Cat thyroid, I know I have some of those. Haven't restocked on canteens yet, huh? Do I want to buy the really high-end water? All of this for less than 1,000, less than 10,000 rupees. I'm still over 61,000. Loads of money. 97. I'm not gonna wait till these burn out. I'll just go ahead and do this.
Подходи, сталкер. Эдакий, как ты у меня всегда есть кое-что интересное.
I use the PDA most often, so that gets the highest percentage battery.
Now, let's see how much stuff I can transport all at once. Moonlight. Anything the professor might be interested in. Not just the professor, but anything pertaining to Yantar. 47. 46. Perfect. Perfect cutoff point. got to remember that I have a moonlight here. So I need to see if the professor's interested in a moonlight. Saving the MREs for later. Two meals, two snacks. And a good amount of water. And it's closing in on 11 o'clock. How many did you want? 2 more than I have.
Чего расскажешь хорошего?
SV-98, excellent sniper rifle, but not the ideal tool for guard duty. Better to equip your guards with AKMs. I had a feeling it would be here. Because it was, when I looked at it on the PDA, it was so close to the junction point. And I'm just going to fast travel to Yantar. Skip that fire tunnel. Then again, I could check this. See what I can stash here. This for sure. And these. Looks like that's good enough. I'll get the vodka before I fast travel. Just trash. In Oblivion Lost 2.2 and Oblivion Lost 2010, bandits would repeatedly show up right there. Let's see how much of a time penalty I incur. Might have to check that out. Is the professor interested
Чем
in?
пожаловали в мою скромную лабораторию?
A moonlight. First, before I even ask about that. Look at that! Look at that! That's a payday right there. Getting close to 6 figures. Go ahead and treat myself to something awesome. And notice how he does sell these for less than the Colonel does. And also these. Now, what do I want? Not that. This is better. And cheaper and lighter. Well, maybe not lighter. Lighter than this. Definitely want now. Should I sell him this? Since I only want the best. Well, you want to situate it like that? That's fine by me.
Рад был с вами пообщаться.
Jellyfish pin. Stick a pin in the jellyfish. And I have another jellyfish stashed back at Duty HQ and a moonlight.
Ну, рассказывай давай.
Спроси у старшова. И никого
Timesheet.
на горизонте. Вот и ладушки. Вот и хорошо.
That's quite the name. That's quite the backpack. I'll bring all the vodka here before I trade for 545. But first, just under 2 spare mags plus 1 loaded. Looking only at FMJ. Green marked stash. And I think it's not this one. It's over there in the corner. That's it. I'll take it. Of course you would do that. Sack of shit. Where were you? Did it spawn out of nowhere? Not yet time. To use up any fixing materials. Could if I wanted to. Might be a dud artifact, and that's okay. Don't make jumping a puzzle. A jumping puzzle is fine, but don't make the jumping itself a puzzle. Another treat. A snort, I hear it. And I hear what sounds like a raven home sound effect. They took him down. real artifact. That's a shell. Good. I'm hoping my suit stops the bleeding. It should. I wonder if percentage condition affects that. Or Oak bought it. And my suit did stop the bleeding. Why does the scope disappear when I disassemble this? Why does the grenade launcher disappear when I disassemble this? That breaks me. Breaks my mind. Pretty sure the radiation isn't helping my stamina. I remember in Shadow of Chernobyl, there is a stash under a cross over there, if I recall, and I think it could have a shell in it.
Здравствуйте, молодой. Всего наилучшего.
Hey, you don't mind if I smoke in here, do you?
Зашептал у меня в башке. По шагу пошло. Ты кто спрашивает? На пьяный бред похоже. Я говорю, Ваня, я тутошний мужик, кажется. Говорит, Ваня, зачем по зону шаришь? Зачем в окошко залез? А я-то не растерялся, говорю. Так это ж зашел водички попить. Смотрю, никого нет, вот и залез. А он мне говорит, ах, водички. Нету, Ваня, здесь водички. Да и не нужна я тебе.
Well, that wasn't good enough. Now I'm thirsty. Are you selling this frog yet? Doesn't look like it. I want one of these eventually. Could get one now if I really wanted to, but I'm prioritizing these gadgets. Plus 32 stamina recovery. Collect the whole set.
Вот ведь как грустно все выходит.
I don't know which to get. I like them all.
Да, настроение хуже не бывает. Послушайте, мужики.
Huh.
Опять сапожище хреновое подсунули. Что у них совсем совести нет у этих? За неделю подошве какой-то.
That's a bit heavy.
Вот дерьмо-то, а. День коту под хвост катится. Ни хабара, никакого привака.
And I'm still
Так ведь нет.
well over 50,000. Could sell the Camelback since I've got these now. But I'll keep these.
Такое вам как? Хватит замочить. Всегда в этом
Oh, let's see.
Ничего, нормально. Прожил. Не зря же я тут вон сколько не покопчу. И я, и друганы мои.
That looks good. I'll leave these here. Shell. Jellyfish. Pin. Gotta be closing in on scoring the Vigilant Recycler achievement.
Ну, сейчас я выдам.
No parts obtained, not a big deal.
Однако тут народ с физической скоростью. Нет, встречаются, конечно, и не психи.
Слушай, все вопросы к главному.
Now, I said I was going to haul all of my vodka here. Could break down that Glock 19, but I recall Trapper asking for one. And I found one right after he was asking for one. But, screw it. Being a scummy, treacherous stalker might be economically rewarding. I don't think so. Lawful good is lawful great for the people, not the state. .7. Just a pile of junk.
Пока ты не задерживайся. Стой, сейчас туда нельзя. Как она?
What else was I doing for you? Cat thyroid, that's right. Calabar, haven't found one of those yet.
Ну, привет. Подходи, сталкер. Для таких, как ты, у меня всегда есть кое-что интересное.
Numbers are looking good. I just kind of really wanted to do that Topper's mission without being scummy or treacherous.
I want to take out all monolith top 10. Of course, what's the probability on that 3PO? You've got all these various zoners zoning around. It doesn't have to be all 10 monolith, just all 10 enemies. Do I have any cat thyroids? That's for Yantar. Yes. I'll eat this. Drink this.
Какие новости, сталкер? Сейчас будет музыка.
Save the good stuff for later.
Да ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Checking for the usual stuff.
Как жизнь?
Mirror hand. I forget whether or not I have one of those. I do.
Да ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Didn't lose any goodwill with the mercs. Sell that. Oh, he's got two, and they're both in mint condition. End game worthy, right there. The AK-103 with the two-tone green camo pattern. More durable than this. If that matters to you. So many great assaulter style weapons. Yeah, I'll buy all my tech from the professor. Cat thyroid. Oh, check out this stamina. That's much more like it.
Поговори с барменом.
Oh, this place is not as happening as it sometimes is. Again, didn't lose any goodwill with the mercs. Oh, might as well start stocking up on the good stuff. Just under 56,000.
Подходи, сталкер. Я таких, как ты, у меня всегда есть.
I meant to sell this to Barkeep. I'm surprised I haven't received a distress signal from Lukash to assist in defending the barrier.
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
Oh, I'd love to buy all of that. I'll buy 2 mags worth. Still up over 47,000 rubes worth of dosh.
Да ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Adequate. That might actually be enough for
Как жизнь?
battling my way through the underground complex to get to the outskirts.
Хаюшки!
Sell you this. You still don't have any orange rifle fix-it kits. Anything else? To take to Yantar. Saving my higher quality helium-majigs for later, and ideally I'm trying to save my higher quality food and water for later. I'll leave this here since I have a duplicate already stashed at Yantar, and I'll take this to Yantar. Could maybe take these. Weights and measurements look good, I do believe. Now, eight o'clock on the dot. That's a trap. Maybe there's a way to get it. But even if I did, the contents probably
Здравствуйте, молодой человек.
wouldn't be worthwhile.
Вести практически в любую точку зоны. Другое дело, что найти его очень проблематично. Здесь соглашается, говорят, провести далеко не всех. Денег берет немало. Если нашел его и договорился, то будь уверен.
Any interesting work?
Вот с ним бы потрещать. Он-то видел, что там, за радаром.
Oh, I could maybe do this. And while I'm in the Great Swamp, maybe defend the pump station from bandits and score 4 or some number of artifacts. So yeah, I will do that. Controller. Of course, that's not the one I brought because I only have the one, but what the heck, I can go back and get it for you at some point. First, let's see if... Huh. If only I could take on a third job.
Ничего. Я им так просто не дамся.
Holding out for the S.T.A.L.K.E.R, which is quite expensive, but of course worth it. Tempted to buy one of these. Time to replenish my 545
Чего тебе?
FMJ supply. Just a moment. In Shadow of Chernobyl, there's a stash right there. Whenever I see the word bandage capitalized, I think to myself, adhesive medical strips.
Чего тебе?
Я слушаю.
And I've got...
За собой тут следить все время надо.
That's good.
И за другими тоже присматривать. Аномалия.
And I forgot to sell the energy drink again. The barkeep, but it's not a big deal.
Чего тебе?
Я слушаю.
Maybe I'll sell it to you.
Кусок был мясо такой здоровый, чтоб прям свертела. Почаще, сочный.
I can buy all of this.
Да. Вот ведь как грустно все выходит.
And still be over 40,000. $7,000 on the dot.
За одну ходку две ночные звезды.
Perfect.
Если так и дальше пойдет, в гробу я видал ваш хваленый
Stockpiling for the future. Bit too early to hit the sack just yet, but I am going to make a hard save. I want to fast travel back to 100 rads, but I don't know how much of a time penalty that'll be. I don't like those time penalties. They throw off my circadian rhythm. And being mindful of order, as a rabbit ought to be, that's kind of important to me. Maintaining circadian rhythm.
Привет, брат.
A yellow-orange version of the Isrit suit. Another armor that I wish the player could get. But you can only get the blue one. What would the yellow-orange one, what would be different about it? Apart from aesthetics. Let's see if the fire tunnel kills me to death in retaliation for my having started using fast travel finally. Now I have respectable stamina. I probably could have kept on running. I no longer have a poverty mentality. I might occasionally backslide into that poverty mentality because you spend so much time as a hobo on hard survivalist. Might not really need to have that on. Did I leave anything in here? No. Did I leave anything in here? No. Look how fast that stamina recovers. That green marked stash might not necessarily be the one I'm thinking it is. It might be this one. It is. The one I was thinking of is down there. Oh, great. Bureau. Step off. Or you'll get a 40 mic. A boar. There you are. I bet he could shoot me right through it. Right through a fence. Not dealing with it. Denied. I deem you worthy to receive a 40 mic. There's a little more fracture coming up on me. Two of them. Why did it take so many strikes? Because most of them weren't making contact. And why is that? It's that same issue I'm always talking about. It's because only the very center, what's going on at the very center of your view, that's all that counts as a melee strike. And the sweeping strikes that you perform with an edged weapon or with a heavy blunt object, things aren't working the way they look like they should be working, and that's bullshit. Holy shit. '91 and '91. Might as well get that all the way up there to 100%. Looking good. Sure, you can fell a Burer with far less than a 40 mil. But their offensive capabilities make it totally legit to use 40 mils on them. I'm going to introduce you to Mikey Mike. It's 40 Miller time. Say hello to my little friend. And all that sort of thing. Yeah, we are nice people. It doesn't mean we're pushovers. Starlit sky. Well, there are stars. I wouldn't say it's lit. Much less of a slog. Stash all of my top quality batteries. There's a reason I bought those. I might start doing that one thing for skinflint.
Как жизнь?
Oh, I'm so tempted to do this. So tempted to do this. Not bad, not bad. But it might just be bloodsuckers instead of a chimera.
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
Sell you that. Tempted to buy another one of these. I said I would buy my tech. Said I would buy my tech from the professor. Don't want a Velis, I want a Sfarog. Still over 50,000 and an extra 787 rooms worth of dosh.
Как жизнь? Что? Защита человечества. Спать хочешь? Люди надеются на тебя. Также надеются. Тебя не нас не знают. Хрен с ним.
What should be the next weapon I refurbish? Refurbish, that's a funny word. Makes me think of Furbies. I still had some of these stashed back at Garbage. Have I found a Vitesse yet on this character on this timeline? I forget.
О, привет.
Sell you that. And he's got one of these. I'll go ahead and buy it.
Бывай.
Let's hope well, I'm not going to regret it. So I'll go ahead and quick save. I could use it to install upgrades on my AK-104.
Ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Or I could use it to fix up my Vicar. Remembering to grab the gunsmithing tools.
Хаюшки.
Upgrade. I want that. And that. Weight reduction versus recoil reduction. I don't want to use this one. I want reliability. And I will favor weight reduction. Because any weight you can take off a weapon or your armor is roughly equivalent to being able to carry more ammo. Or meds or whatever else.
Bye.
Tempted to just go ahead and pay for these. At least one of them. Yeah, why not? Still have 5 figures worth of dosh. Weight reduction. Since I have some time left and one use of this orange kit, hopefully I have enough time left. Let's see if I can grab this and this.
О, привет!
Should have taken the time to fix up that barrel a bit.
Бывай!
Was expecting the barrel to be in better condition since it was in the green. Looked like it was higher than 75%. And that looks higher than 75% to me. That looks more like 85%. Oh well, still making progress on the refurbing. We all know how Scott from Kentucky Ballistics feels about Furbies. Save the good stuff for later. Do I have a PSO1 or I have a couple? Yeah, I do. One PSO1 scope and two tulips. Looking good. Keep that on me. That'll be for Cardin or Cardan. And this is for Trapper, if I recall. Perfect timing. I guess I will go ahead and treat myself to some of the good stuff. And that'll do for this episode. This was episode 28, and next will be 29. Oh, you can count. Good for you. No, you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. Till next time, catch you on the flip side.